Alright, how's it going, everybody? My name is Asbiel, Guildmaster of the Guild of Legends, located here in the heart of the multiverse, and I am back. World of Warcraft Classic. Going through the incredibly long slog to level 60 to take part in the Season of Mastery with special guest Meido. We'll see if we are fortunate enough to have anyone else join in, but so far it looks like it's just going to be the two of us.
Okay. So, that's not right. While we're going to the flying place, I'm going to figure out how to turn the window back on, since I turned it off while we were doing off-stream stuff.
Yeah. I should make sure that I have my game audio actually going. I had that muted briefly at the start there. Oh, looks like the Midsummer Fire Festival is going on right now.
Okay, so it wasn't just me that got that notification. Okay.
What notification is that?
That the midsummer thing's going on.
Oh, I didn't get any notifications. I just saw the torches and stuff lining the way there.
Do you want to do the midsummer stuff since it's going, or do you want to just stick to the leveling?
I mean, it'd be a bit of a step away from doing the normal content, but we certainly could do some of it. It's something, you know, we won't be able to do all of it at the level we're at, you know, because part of it is, if I'm remembering correctly, going to all these different bonfires throughout the world. So we could certainly pick it up, and it would maybe, if nothing else, be a, you know, some detours from the normal action. But
Yeah.
let's see. They don't have the calendar in game yet, so I can't actually check that to see how long it's going. Because I don't remember what the dates are
Most
for
events
this.
were 1 week long, weren't they?
I truly don't even remember. This is really not helpful at all.
Oh, Questy apparently can integrate with DBM.
Huh. All right, here we go. It looks like it actually just started Tuesday of last week, and it's going for about another week. So we would have this stream and potentially next stream if we do one next week. Because of the date, hard to say if we are going to. We'll have to figure that out amongst ourselves probably. But we have this Monday and next Monday potentially to do stuff with it, which isn't a ton of time, but we'd also probably not have the levels to do a lot of this stuff anyway.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember what Midsummer's was. There's some about, oh, you're supposed to like throw something in fires all over the world.
Yeah,
Right?
you get like petals and you throw them in the bonfires around the world.
Yeah, might as well start it then.
0G on 4 hours of sleep. That doesn't sound great. So yeah, we can go ahead and start this at the very least. Let's see. Oh yeah, this was this early on too. The fires were a lot more simple. Like the quests and stuff. There's only a few places you actually have to go uh, to finish some of the quests. And they are all considered red quests for me. The easiest one to do would be the cities. We could do that no issue, obviously. Have we tried getting good? I don't make a habit of trying that. I find it's much more in my wheelhouse to just accept being bad at games and such. You know, I thought there was some, like, you threw the petals in the fires, but maybe that's not the case.
Where is the start at again? I can't remember.
Uh, at all the cities have a start
Ah,
for it. So there's like 5 quests that you can get from these two guys here. And then
okay.
you can just use the bonfire and get the Darnassus flame.
Oh, guide lime. That's what it was. That's why I couldn't. That's it. That's why I was having so much trouble. I was trying the wrong add-on.
Mm. Yeah, so
Okay.
the wildfires ones are going to be the harder ones to complete, probably. I'd imagine, because I think that's like all the higher level zones.
Okay. Nope. Okay. And I have no idea what I need to do exactly with that stuff. Uh, fly out to the place we were questing.
Yeah, I suppose so. I'd say either that or going off to the other continent to hit the cities. Just depends on whether we want to focus questing or not.
Um, yeah, probably a good idea just to like do our questing and hit those up as we come across them.
Yeah, in that case, probably not going to get any of it done because I doubt we're probably going back to Stormwind or Ironforge anytime soon, and that's the only one we realistically would have a chance of getting.
Oh, that's fair. Well, we got to go to Aberdeen either way, right?
Uh, probably, yeah.
Okay. Um. Yeah. So the reason that I decided that I definitely need that upgrade is
Mhm.
because I, as part of the summer sale, I got some games, and one of them was Skyrim. No, right? Skyrim, Elder Scrolls.
Yeah.
Okay, right. Um, and yeah, it's a blur fest. On the 1060, it's a blur fest. Even though that card, I'm pretty sure was out already when the game was released, so you'd think that I'd be min spec, but apparently not.
Well, I think running VR is probably part of the issue. Because on a weaker system, you can probably run Skyrim at maximum settings in the normal
Yeah,
game.
I know. I mean specifically the VR version because I already had the regular version.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm just saying that that's probably why you're having that issue, is the fact that it's running VR.
do we have to go somewhere to get to this? Is this like around a bend, or did I just not pick it up?
Uh,
Oh, it's the gas seat.
I don't fully know exactly where we're going.
Oh, okay. Did you already pick that one up?
Yep.
Okay. So I just must have missed it when we were doing pickup before.
Yeah.
Turn in plagued lands. Not to be confused with plague lands.
I must have already turned that one in as well.
Probably. Turn in how big a threat? Part 2. Which is really close, so probably another one you already did.
Yeah, I think last time we were in here, I did all my turn-ins.
Except Tower of Altharax. Is that the one where you get to get the mage's hat? No, that was much higher zone, wasn't it?
That's I think yeah, it's a different one. I think that's in Azshara.
Okay, it says to get 43 eggs to get to level 50 cooking. You were handling the cooking, so I'm just gonna skip that for me. But we'll kill Moonkin
Yeah.
because we come across him. Turn in the Bal Aran.
Yeah. Bashalaran is gonna be that ghost guy or whatever. I don't remember if it was ghost guy or not. I think it was though.
Okay, up the road, wherever the road is. Is the road just not visible? Oh, there it is. Yeah. So, did you ever confirm if there's a Samasaran?
You know, I really wish there was, but I'm pretty sure there's not.
I'm feeling kind of dumb. I forgot to stock up on Coke before doing this. And unfortunately, the mini Meido is not responding to the summons.
Play glands. I don't like that you've said that, Vanny. You could have just left the perfectly normal words of plague lands,
Oh, now I get what they were saying. Okay.
but you just had to say something else, didn't you?
Was Vanny the one that was saying they might join us, or was that someone else?
No, that was Arnemetia, who I messaged before we started, but I haven't heard back. So he might have some other things going on. Might be busy. I don't know.
Oh, screw off. Feel the pain.
And so I'm in a situation now where I've started playing Final Fantasy again. And man, I just want to play more of that game. Oh shoot.
There.
Well, yeah, so
That one is worse than the one that I made.
this is weird. Like, it's telling me that it's an upgrade, but it's not telling me the specifics still. But it has the sense that for these different specs and all that, these would be better or worse items. It's just weird that it doesn't render it the same that in the same way that it does in retail.
Well, I thought DDO was superseded by Neverwinter.
I think they're both still active. Neverwinter being a bit more of like an action type game, I think, and
DDO is
then
supposed to be based on 3.0, whereas Neverwinter is 4.0, right?
yeah, yeah. DDO is yeah, it's older edition. And I think it plays more like a typical, MMO where you just kind of target a guy and you hit buttons until they're dead. Whereas Neverwinter, I think you actually have to move around and stuff, kind of more Guild Wars like.
Okay.
I could be wrong. It's been a while since I've played Neverwinter, and it's been even longer since I played DDO.
There's some bear meat to level you if it still gives anything.
I don't even have a recipe for bear meat,
Oh, jeez.
so I haven't seen a cooking trainer.
Oh,
I don't
dude.
think since I
How are we supposed to pick up a quest from? Oh, off the body, I'm guessing.
yeah, looks like it.
Uh, had a freeze up there for a second. Oh, dude, I cannot see what my rested is. How about you?
Yeah, it's just going.
How are we doing level wise? Are we matched yet, or are you still ahead of me?
uh, I'm like less than 3 bars from hitting 17, I think. Yeah.
Okay, so we're a lot closer than we were last stream. Must have been those quests that I did that I turned in over by Stormwind.
Yeah, that would.
I'm
And
too far
the
away, even though I'm touching it.
the quest that you just turned in would probably
Oh yeah,
play into it as
play
well.
too. Oh, he's a healer. Now am I close enough? Okay, you have to get right in the fucking things. Organs. Sorry, language. Okay, still says accepts beach sea creatures. I'm going to manually click that and hope that that doesn't mess anything up. Okay, back bottom of the ship, deep ocean, vast sea. Silver Dawning's lockbox. Did cooking trainers have like regional recipes back in Classic?
I don't remember. I think they mostly cover that through cooking quests. Because I remember, like, in the Night Elf starting zone, you can get a quest to cook spider legs or something.
So if we want to be able to use some of the meats that we're getting, we might have to journey around doing cooking quests.
Possibly, but I don't think it's going to be significant enough to have to worry about.
I forget, are you able to make drinks too, or just food?
Uh, I don't remember. I think it's both, but I've really never focused on leveling cooking
Is there an
in
air
this game
pump,
at
or
all.
do we just have to run this?
We might just have to run this, which is truly atrocious. Yeah, this isn't going to work. So here's what we do. We can swim out through the portholes.
Yep, I saw that. I am taking damage. Ooh, feet.
Oh,
I'm gonna
shoot.
need res.
Yeah, I was trying to put a barrier on you, but I couldn't remember targeting because I don't ever have to bother with it. Don't you dare. Oh, God, and he's out of range, too.
What happened?
The Murloc was running away, and I was trying to get him with my one ranged ability, but he got out of the incredibly short range of my one ranged ability. Because they go super fast when they start running.
Running away again.
Yeah. Yeah, they have like double speed. And I am in
And we're
combat,
at
so I
much
can't do
slower
anything.
speed. That was a great time for him to run at you.
Yeah. So we can get back into the bottom through the portholes, so hopefully that'll make it less troublesome. Don't forget to eat and such. Never mind, you might not be able to eat in the water, I don't remember.
Okay. Are you by the ship yet, or?
No, I was gonna see if we had some means of refilling mana, but I don't think there's a good spot to do it.
Yeah. Where is this lockbox now?
It's in the back on the bottom, behind that Murloc down below. Yeah.
And I'm almost out of breath again. Okay, can I survive to do this? I'm probably not gonna be able to. Yep, it interrupts. I need another res.
Alright,
Was
well.
it time limited or?
No, I can do it.
Oh, okay, good.
Oh, and I need line of sight too, huh? Yeah, that's really the issue with Classic is a lot of stuff that just is way less forgiving than it should be. Like, there's
Okay.
difficulty in a game, and then there's just nonsense, like the fact that it takes, in a situation like this, like opening a lockbox, sure, right, might take a minute to be able to get through a waterlogged lockbox. But in the case of picking up a bundle of wood, right, it shouldn't take me, 5 full seconds or whatever. And then the kickback on, or in that case, full interruption on using stuff like that, or casting spells is pretty rough.
Yeah. So then, few threshers northwest if needed. I think we finished with the threshers, right?
We did something with threshers before.
Oh, this is not updating. Yay. So turn in Buzzbox.
Yeah, that we're gonna have to figure out where the buzz box is.
It says that it is 200 yards this way.
All right.
They said the Buzzbox was not related to the chicken robots, right?
No, that's like something you. I think that's an actual item.
I thought there was something that you find out in the world, then you have to escort it through the zone, then it takes off, and then you do that like 5 times, and then you get a pet that is that thing.
I was thinking it was a drop or something. That might be something that's out in the world in Classic, and it's different in retail. I'm not sure, or I could just be remembering it wrong.
Beached sea turtle. Oh, no Mergon exiles. I
Yeah,
actually forgot about reputation pops being a thing.
well, I mean, reputation still is a thing in retail. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I
Just
just never really see the pops anymore. I guess because prize isn't as big a deal. Though you said that in a recent one, they tried to make it a big deal again, right?
in the next expansion, they're kind of changing up how they do reputation. It sounds like, at least to some degree, they're going to make it work more like the
I thought the reputation was like when you get
renown.
your flying mount or something like that in one of the recent ones.
That was for a couple for a couple expansions they did that, and everyone hated it because like Warlords of Draenor was a good example of it being done really badly because it wasn't like reputations that you would naturally have. It was like if you didn't know to go after this reputation, you have to do an entire reputation from nothing to exalted through an atrocious slog of grinding that
I'm gonna say that that's a little bit people like not remembering how bad it was back in the day though, because like oh which game or which expansion was it where you had to side with either the Murlocs or their enemy?
that was Lich King.
Yeah, Lich King, and that was needed for something major, and it took weeks and weeks to farm, and it was out of the way like you just described.
I don't remember it being important for anything major, but also the problem is that this is something that it should not have that kind of a slog behind, because the whole reason that they block out flying from day one is so that you actually have reason to go across the ground and actually experience the world the way they meant for you to experience it, and then after the fact you can then just kind of blast through it because you've already been through it, so what's the point in making you do it again, right?
You're remembering
But
to pass if you don't need it, right?
yeah, that was a pretty significant upgrade. Um,
Sure.
but yeah, so for something like flying, it should not be something you have to work that ridiculously for. For the recent stuff, they just made it to where you have to basically go through some quest lines and hunt some rares, which
Yeah.
wasn't that bad.
I'm gonna say that I hold the same view towards WoW. Oh my god, you can't fly on day one, as I do about D&D's. Oh my god, you shouldn't be able to fly. If you want people to experience ground, find a way to put them on the ground. Don't sit there and just have rules that make it uncomfortable to play, just so that they're forced to slog the ground.
Well, with D&D, people think it's overpowered, right? In the case of this, it's less that it's overpowered, more that, they have an art team and everything that do an incredible job at making a very nice looking environment. And then if, 99% of people are probably going to, if they have the opportunity, just fly right past it, pay it no mind, which is kind of a shame, right? At
How
that
do we
point,
accept this quest? Oh, there
by
it is.
yeah, grabbing the arm. Uh, uh, and there's the argument of just let people play how they're gonna play, right? And I'm fine with that. But as someone who's putting something together, who's making something for someone to experience, when a huge chunk of the work you've done goes to waste,
Yeah, I understand
it
that.
sucks.
I think though, encourage people to play the game on the ground or encourage them to check out stuff on the ground. Don't like force it, because if you have to force it, that means you've already failed in design. People should want to take that step out. I mean, how often in games do you like, okay, that turn, that's obviously the way out of this dungeon, so I'm gonna turn that way because I want to explore the rest of the damn dungeon.
I don't do that because I want to explore the rest of the dungeon. I do that because I want to get all this stuff. That's
Okay,
how I
fair.
play those games, and that's how
There are
most
other
people I
people
know
who
that
want
do
to
that play
explore
those
because the
games.
dungeon's beautiful and shit.
Right. There's also people who will turn off the UI and quest hints and stuff in things like Breath of the Wild and Red Dead Redemption and stuff like that. But that's not most people.
I've spoken to a lot of people who want to experience the whole dungeon, so they deliberately avoid the right turns.
A lot of people, yes, but I don't think it's most people. And they have to kind of account for most people.
Yeah, but my point is that there are things that you can do other than saying, "Oh, hey, you have to do it our way," to encourage people to uh, experience the game. Oh, these aren't rabid.
Sure.
Okay, my bad.
I think the difference there is going to be that they also, in the case of something like this, they're a big corporate entity. They have to look at it with a business sense too, right? They have to lean more into what is going to appease the
I
majority of
think
their player
I
base.
think that flight right away would appease more people if that's what you're worried about.
It might appease more people, but if they can get those people to stay in the game longer by having them do, keep their subscription going longer in order to do rep grinds, for example, I think that is the intent there. But they've since realized that forcing a rep grind like that is not something that keeps people playing the game, which is why they don't do that anymore.
That's part of what I'm saying is when you force things, it tends to push people off. Make it organic. Make people, go ahead and give them.
Well, I think that's what they're.
The money.
I think that's what they're doing without giving flight right away. They're kind of their compromise in getting people to experience the content the way that they intended them to, but then also making it a reasonably accessible thing after you've done it the first time. Now, I think it should be, rather than having it be something that's locked behind patches, which is what they're currently doing, I think it should be something that's locked behind level on a character. So once you hit level 80 or 60 or whatever the case is, I don't remember. Then on one character, then you get an achievement or whatever for that lets you unlock flying and everything, and from that point you can do it. That would give me the access to playing alts that I want in the game, which is something that they're doing some pretty good steps to work towards. They're saying they're doing a lot of stuff that's supposed to make it much more alt friendly, which is something that I always appreciate because this game has been historically pretty bad about that in various expansions. But instead, right now, what it is and what it has been basically forever is at a certain patch, they unlock the Pathfinder achievement or whatever that lets you get flying on all of your characters for that expansion. And that's just, you have to wait months after you've already done the content in maybe, days or weeks, depending on how quickly you go through the games.
Easy stuff.
Exactly. Yeah. Arnamentia actually just mentioned it only ever seems alt friendly at the end of an expansion. That's exactly how it is. Like when I resubbed last, it was after the most recent patch dropped because I knew there would be big steps that would let me more reasonably level my alts, which it wasn't as big a steps as I would have hoped for, but they're making progress. Yeah, I think it's perfectly reasonable for them to have that compromise where we designed this world that looks really nice and, sort of these, outside dungeons of these little enemy camps and stuff like that where you have to work through it to get to the thing at the end or whatever the case might be. And so we would prefer you to play it that way. So we're going to make it to where you can't fly until you've completed the story or whatever. I think that would be perfectly acceptable. Because otherwise, if I have flying right away, I'm dropping right on that last boss. I'm dropping right on that object I have to loot. I'm completely ignoring all of the actual content in the world to get to the stuff faster. And that's just the way that I tend to play these MMOs, because what interests me is getting through the story content less than, exploring the world. I I've never really felt super inclined in any MMO to explore the world so much as get through the stories, which is a shame because it took a long time for MMOs to really get the idea that you can have a story in an MMO, it seems like. But now all the MMOs are doing it, and it's really nice.
See, I feel like we already did this Easy Strider Living one.
No, we never got the Strider meat for it. I think it's been telling us to do it for a while, but we never actually got the meat for it because the Striders are all passive mobs, I think.
Ah. We never even picked it up?
I've got it. I just
Oh. Okay.
haven't done it yet.
Oh, it's a cooking, isn't it?
Yep.
Okay, that explains why my thing. Okay, turn in. Okay, are we done with the zone? Is that what's going on here?
Yeah, I think the only Pathfinder, Arnamene is saying the Pathfinder demands have always been reasonable. I think the one exception to that is the Warlords of Draenor one. Exactly. Their first one was the stupidest one because you had to go. There's specifically one reputation that's really bad about it, and it's one reputation that basically only matters for this achievement. There are rewards from it, like there are from any reputation, but none of them are significant, right? So the main reason people ever did that reputation grind is for the Pathfinder achievement, which, interestingly enough, like a month or two after I did it and went through that grind, they made it to where you don't have to have it for older expansions anymore. Which is great. It's a great thing that they did that. Sucks that I had to go through the grind to do it anyway, though. And so many other people as well. But yeah, the problem with it is that it was a reputation that was out of the way. Reputation that you could go the entire game without ever realizing it's there if you didn't go to that one specific area that it's in. And the fact that it's like you can sit there and you can grind out the whole thing, which is better than if it was locked behind dailies or something. But you're going to be there for a while if you do that, right? So it was rough. It was not a great design for that particular reputation in general. But also just the fact that it was a requirement for the Pathfinder achievement. Yep, 3 reps into non to revered. One of which was like an area full of like these lion dudes, and you just had to kill a bunch of them and take out their bosses and stuff like that over and over and over again. It's just an extreme grind. The other reps in Tanan, you could at least get part of the way there by doing quests, but this one particular rep had no quests assigned with it, short of like dailies that that are specifically at that one area that you do just to get their rep up by taking out their bosses. It's all basically self-contained in a tiny little subzone. Yep, Saberons. I couldn't remember their name.
Moonstalker Fangs. Where are Moonstalker Fangs?
Moonstalkers, I think, are closer or further to the south. If it's anything like the retail zone.
Okay, so head south. Cliff Spring River sample we didn't get yet. Oh, there we go. There's the Rapid Pistol Bear. For some reason, the guide just completely died when I reset it, and it's not showing me quests that it was pointing at before.
Huh.
So I guess we're on our own for a bit.
All right. Oh, yeah.
20, we'll be going to the next zone, so we just have to get through these last 2 levels, which should take, like, no time.
Cool. Yeah, I think the Saberons in that zone were... At least the bulk of them were elite, and then the bosses were, even stronger. They were meant to be group quests. Thankfully, if you did it like I did, well after the fact, you could just solo the whole thing, and killing them is a lot quicker. I cannot imagine doing that at the appropriate level though, unless you had like a full group who was just going through blasting the whole place together for several hours. It would really be an even worse slog than it is when you out level it.
Okay, so travel south to check on the prospector. Lost master. Moonstalker pelts, which you said were to the south.
I think so, yeah.
Tower of Althrax is in Darkshore. We're in Darkshore, right?
Yep, Darkshore is the soul zone. I don't know where the tower is.
Oh god. Deep ocean, vast sea. Mist Vale's lockbox. So we got to figure out where the other lockbox went.
Yeah. Unfortunately, with Warlords, I was super into it. I enjoyed the expansion when it was live. I feel like there was a lot that they did really well with it, with the story and stuff, and just general gameplay. There was some issues, right? But I ended up falling off the game for a while there before Tanan was before the patch that introduced Tanan came out. So I completely missed like the last third of the expansion. And also, unfortunately, missed out on the legendary. I think it was a ring in that expansion. But I was actually one of the not the only time where I've progressed incredibly far through a legendary quest chain, only to drop off the expansion before the end of it and completely miss out on the actually finishing the chain. I missed my Pandaria cloak the same way. Someday, there will be a legendary quest line like that again, and maybe I'll actually do it properly. I don't actually know if they're ever going to do legendary quests like that again. They kind of stopped doing it with Legion. They just did legendaries that were drops like you would get in Diablo, right? So there would be certain just orange items, and they would just be random drops, low chance, whatever. And then with Shadowlands, they did legendary crafting, which would guarantee that you're getting, you know, the item you want with the stats you want and stuff, but it doesn't feel like you're accomplishing this cool thing. Yeah, I mean, yeah, the like the legendary quests for the cloak were cool. For the ring, it was cool. For the for Shadowmourne, it was really cool. It was a big slog through the raid 500 times, but it was cool. Exactly. And I can't even speak on behalf of like the original legendaries, from Warlords, pre Lich King, because I didn't play the game significantly enough to do like Ashbringer stuff or Atiesh or anything like that. It would definitely be something to do in Classic, though. I think if those things are in Classic, which I would hope they were part of those expansions, right? It would be cool to go through and get those. Be like a DPS paladin or warrior and get Ashbringer. Doesn't feel good to say be a warrior and get Ashbringer, but historically they are some of the they are probably the better class to use it.
Okay, I don't remember how to cleanse that debuff off of you. I swear I just got it, but I don't know where I put it.
Oh, I've got rabies? Gross.
Was Moonstalker one of the things we needed?
Yeah, we need Moonstalker pelts.
Fangs.
Fangs. Okay. I thought I heard pelts
One
somewhere.
of my add-ons gives me mouse overs, like the new game has.
I need to remember that I have potions. We've had so many close calls and stuff like that, and I just never remember they're on my bar there.
How long does that last? Health regeneration. Ow. That's great.
It's more of an issue for me than you, because it also reduces strength and agility. I don't care about agility, but strength, man. Ugh.
I was just looking at you.
That's like my whole thing.
2 Strider meats we got?
One. Oh, I have one. So if you have one, then yeah.
6 that we need.
Yeah, I think put the legend back into legendary. I think that's a really good way of putting it. You know, Diablo-style legendaries don't feel legendary. And crafted legendaries, like, how is it legendary if it was just made, right? It hasn't lived long enough to have a legend. There's
Maybe it's
another
saying
one.
that it'll become legendary. By the way, hello, Bluetrit. I have no idea what that is.
Well, I'm a tank, so I hope my healer insurance would be up to date.
I'm trying to figure out where my dispel is the problem, and I don't know what the icon looks like, and it doesn't look like it's on my bar, but I could have sworn I just got it. Let me check my spell book.
Is it like a a glowing green hand? I think the paladin one is that, so maybe the priest has
No,
a
the glowing
similar
green
icon.
hand is renew.
Okay.
Desperate prayer, lesser heal, renew, resurrection, smite. That's if it's in holy. Discipline, shield, fortitude, and fire. Which I actually realized I didn't even have fortitude on either of us until just now.
I've got someone's fortitude for another half hour.
I dropped it on you a little bit ago.
Oh.
Most of today we've been without it.
Why is this thing not attacking me? Oh,
Because
well.
he's got it out for priests.
Part of it might have been that I didn't have my Righteous Fury on, which is important because my holy attacks then generate threats. I think I just got that not too long ago. I think I might need to bring up my audio again because I think I turned it down for playing retail.
Your game audio?
Yeah. Short of like spell sounds and stuff, it was basically muted.
How long are you stuck with that disease if I don't figure out how to dispel it?
6 more minutes.
Or until we fight the next rabbit thing.
Yeah.
Hey, another light feather.
Let's try about 10% or so. I think that should be good on my audio. If the audio isn't good, someone
Be
please
sure
tell
to
me.
let him know. Small furry paw. So my thing is saying that there should be rabid guys all the heck over here.
Huh.
And I don't think that sickly deer count. We killed them to extinction? Let's check the other side of the road then. Well, there's another strider.
I got nothing off that one.
I got one strider still.
So we're halfway there.
I got a fang.
Neat.
You know, for some reason, the way that I said I got a fang, now I got B, aggressive, B-E, aggressive, stuck in my head. Did I say it with that cadence or something?
No, I'm not even sure. Yeah, I saw someone somewhere, I don't remember where, but saying that they wanted Paladin seals back. But honestly, After having gone back to playing a paladin with having to use seals, they're just annoying to deal with.
Is it like a mode switch, basically?
It's a like 30-second buff that gives you like a passive buff effect, but also has an active effect when you drop your judgment on them. And there's multiple different seals. So like my typical thing here is I go in with the Seal of the Crusader to make them take increased holy damage, which we both deal, and then switch to Righteousness to deal that holy damage. And it's just so annoying to have to deal with in every fight. Interesting because like it gives me buttons to press, so that's one benefit of it. But it's like playing a ninja in Final Fantasy. I just have to remember things, and I'm not good at that. Which is funny because ninja is actually the only class I've played all the way up to max level in Final Fantasy so far.
Yes, it is a cheerleader champ.
We have to kill 20 of those things? Jeez.
Do we have to get these guys? Nope.
I sure hope not. We've got enough on our plate.
The Fangs have a really crappy drop rate. At least with those other guys, it's not a drop, right?
Yeah, I do prefer kill quests over looting. It's consistent.
Usually a kill 20 is better than a loot 5.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, for us, a loot 5 is especially bad because it's actually a loot 10. No, we don't need those fuckers.
Oh.
How many does that put us up to? I got 3, so that should be done, right?
That'd be 5, yeah.
Well, I thought we needed 6.
Did we? I'll have to check. No, it's 5.
Okay, so no more striders, so that's a yellow thing off our bucket.
Yeah, a seal that would stop things from running. That would be nice. I don't have that. Let me figure out what I'm doing here.
So basically an anti-fear seal.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that could actually be kind of good for like when you're doing specific pulls, because then like you could drop that down, and then the lock could, you know,
yeah,
everyone that's not the one that you want away. That's the thistle bear, not a rabid one.
I got a pouch. That's useless.
Bank.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Thistle bears. Oh, there's no rabbits anywhere near us. We completely left their zone. There can apparently be one in this crater here.
Crazy.
But there's not.
I think seals would be more reasonable to me if I didn't have to have a focus on using multiple of them in conjunction and stuff, which the more complex they make playing the character, you know, the more interesting it is, because it's not just hit this button and then just wait, right? But I don't know. It feels tedious with the seals. I like having like stances, like the paladin auras, the warrior stances and stuff like that. I'm fine with the long-term buffs, but the seals feel like short-term buffs because that's basically what they are. But they play out like most of your like attack spells would in retail, but with multiple button presses for each one. Yeah, the backspace in Classic WoW is truly a struggle. It's something that we were putting up with last stream.
Yeah, but then we bought full bags, and now we don't really have to worry about it too much.
Man, it's especially bad in this situation because going along with Classic, professions are important. So we're actually trying to level professions to some degree as well. And that just means less bag space.
So I was gonna say that I'm giving these sickly deer the light's mercy, but then I realized I'm literally putting them through extreme pain.
Yeah, that is kind of what you're doing. That is not even kind of. It's probably shadow word pain, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, it is probably the most pain that you could get, right? Like,
You
it
gotta
is.
figure. I mean, it can be lethal. To them, it
Yeah,
is lethal. They are paining to death.
yeah, it's not a way you want to go. Oh, you pulled him off of me. Stop it. I have the increased threat and everything. What's going on?
You need to go back to tanking school.
I kind of wonder if part of it in this situation is that you're also dealing increased holy damage from the seal that I'm putting on them. And you're
Possibly.
probably doing more, getting more of a bonus out of that than I am, because most of my damage is, physical. I assume.
I do notice that I'm ooming less now.
That's good. That's been another struggle with Classic. Which is interesting because it actually makes mana as a resource feel important. You rarely feel that in retail.
Now just imagine that your class currency you have 5 of.
That's actually that is rogues. That's also paladins in retail, but that resource builds up very quickly and constantly throughout battle instead of just depleting over the course of a fight. Rogues also build up throughout the fight. Yeah, basically, now that I think about it, they didn't give the combo mechanic to paladins, but they gave the combo counter to paladins.
Okay,
It works the same way.
The skull.
I,
X looks like it's closer.
yeah, it looks like it's right next to us. The skull's a little ways away there.
I don't know why I haven't been doing this. It really helps when you know exactly where things are. Okay, X again?
I suppose so. I didn't see another marker.
The skull?
What I'm saying is I didn't see it. So, like, I was rotating to see if there was going to be either a new one or any at all, and I didn't see it at all, so.
Give me a second. Could you look up the command to actually just drop a marker?
What do you mean, drop a marker?
To do the target marker by macro.
Is that a thing in Classic?
I could have sworn it was.
Like the in-world, like, little beacon thing? I think that came later.
No, I mean, to where I don't have to click on my mouse keyboard, or on my keyboard. I can just do the macro and it would target and everything.
Oh. Macros. This macro will cycle them on cursored targets. Reverse. Cycle through all target markers in reverse order on cursored targets. On cursored targets. So on a page about macros for those markers, they all seem to have to do with cursor targets.
Well, that's for full macros. I could just pull out the command I need if I. So could you send me one of the examples in Discord?
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Let's see. Let me go ahead and send this. I was gonna do it here because I'm already here.
Is that in backroom?
Yep.
That's not the right thing.
Backstage.
Yeah. Oh, set rate target. And then, oops. Okay. Nope. Oh, we'll just do it the way I've been doing it. Okay, so X and Skull, where are you guys?
I see the X.
It was nice when they added these to the mini map.
Yeah.
Approximately. So set raid target is the command, but I'm not seeing how to use it. Ooh, I dinged.
Nice.
Oh no, that sucks.
What's that?
I can see the end of my rested.
That's wild, because I guess I've progressed a bit further into the level here, but I don't see mine. Well, how many fangs do you need still?
3.
Okay. God, that's wild. Because I've got
Oh,
mine
you
now,
gotta say
so...
script. Okay. Okay, apparently circle and diamond is 1 and 2.
Huh.
It's kind of like setting out radar pulses now.
Yeah. From playing Hunt Showdown, I've gotten a bit used to doing a quick sweep for specific markers. In that game,
Hunt Showdown is.
It's a shooter, like an objective-based shooter, kind of.
By the way, you see the games that I got on sale?
I briefly looked at the list. Yeah.
So there's 2 games that now I can do on stream with you, if you ever want to. Though I won't be able to do the Phasmophobia until I've got the new vid card because, yeah, my computer's not really set up to stream VR, even though it can play
Right.
VR.
Do we not need Moonstalkers anymore?
Oh, that's weird. He didn't even get marked. Was there one closer to us?
I didn't see a mark on the thing you attacked either.
Yeah, I saw a rabbit, so I went after it.
Oh my god!
Oh god. This is a TPK, isn't it?
Nah, we're probably fine. But yeah, in Hunt, it's kind of PvE, PvP, and there's certain objectives you can do, and that's kind of the main goal usually. And once you get one of these objective things, you get the ability to do a scan for other players if they're close enough. So you get used to when you have that, you do a quick like 360 and see if you see any of these like orange glows that represents the other players around, so you know where they are and whether or not you have to fight people. That bears issue.
Was PvEVE added later?
What do you mean?
Basically, where there were different groups of enemies that would also attack each other instead of just you.
Oh, yeah, I don't think they ever really did that for quite a while. Maybe Lich King or Cataclysm? Because I think I remember seeing stuff like that then, but I'm not sure if I remember it earlier than that.
Because I remember there were enemy factions. Like, down south, there's the Centaurs and their enemy, whatever it was, I can't remember. And you had to pick a side to work with.
Yeah, they kind of dabbled with that in Classic, and then I suppose in Burning Crusade as well, but then they kind of dropped off after that with like competing reputations.
Oh, finally. How about you?
Yeah, I've had mine for a little bit now. I think when you got 3, I got 6.
So all that we need is rabbits now. Okay, so circle. And these guys were just a kill quest, right? So we're halfway
Yeah.
through 'em. With this script, we'll now get through them pretty darn quick. Imagine if I would have created the script earlier in the episode. Where'd you go? Oh, there you are.
It might have
You
been
still gotta be kind of careful, because, like, I've, like, gotten, like, tunnel vision and just chased after an enemy, and ended up with, like, 5 reds on me as a result. That was largely, though, in more recent WoWs, because, like, you know, you kind of don't give a shit
Yeah.
in modern WoW.
Yeah, especially as a paladin or like a protection fighter or something. Like I'll fight a whole army. Warrior, not fighter. I'll fight a whole army of enemies and I'll be fine. Like it's
You
nothing.
might pull that Grizz with him. Oh, no, we pulled a Moon instead. Who stunned me.
I'm out of
Look at
mana.
that. How quickly did we get those 5?
Yeah.
My skill with maces is up to 64.
Yeah, we took out those 5 rapidly enough that I'm out of mana.
Yeah.
I don't normally have that issue because my mana spenders are pretty pretty low cost.
Oh, jeez. Over behind the tree line. I guess we really... Why didn't you eat and drink?
Because I don't have any.
You have nothing?
No, because I never need it.
Why didn't you at least, do that?
Because I didn't have mana.
Oh, man. Oh, what was that massive dog that people would bring to Ogrimmar?
I have no idea.
Like, people would kite it to all the way to Ogrimmar and let the guards kill it. It was like in was it an elven area to the north of Ogrimmar?
Is it the thing from the Lunar Festival?
I think.
I think it's called Omen.
Yeah, Omen. Man, we're not gonna get to do Omen this season, are we?
No. Next season, though. Whoop, I just punched my mic.
Smooge.
I was reaching up to move it, and instead just fully punched it.
Okay. Need 3 more, and there's orange. Stay away, Stalker. Pain leaves my bar locked a lot longer than most spells, it feels like.
Keep moving forward.
Sorry,
Oh, pulled it anyway. Yeah.
Sorry.
I didn't want to loot. I wanted to target the thing. And half the time I feel like I can't... well, that's what I usually do, but half the time I feel like I can't trust it in this game.
Well, what's your tab target set to? Nearest or center? Or...
I don't know. It's the same as it always has been, I'm pretty sure. And God, where even is that setting?
In key bindings.
That's
Target.
ridiculous.
Because there you can bind all of the tab targets.
Oh, and cool. While I'm in this menu, I can't do anything either. I can only move. But if I'm in any other menu, I can still fight.
Oh, there's the rabbits done.
Alright, so I have nearest enemy, apparently.
Oh, yeah. So nearest isn't too bad. Wasn't it? Oh, no, that's target markers. Where was target? Targeting, there it is, yeah. Yeah, so nearest. So that'll be the one physically closest to you. It's not a terrible one. I actually used to use next so I could cycle through enemies.
Oh, actually, hold on. I can cycle through enemies with that, though.
No, it'll cycle based on who's the closest to the center of your screen.
Well, the default in retail must be different then, because...
Or no, you're right. Yeah, you can cycle through them with nearest. Okay.
Because I was going to say, I truly can't remember without actually trying it now, but I know at least in retail. What was the point of what?
Target next enemy.
Was that an option?
I guess what it was.
There's nearest enemy and then previous enemy.
Okay, so we need to get the Mist Veil lockbox. Any idea where that guy is?
I have no idea.
It's gonna be in a ship off the side of the coast, I imagine.
I like how they say they now lie at the bottom of the ocean, but at least with that last ship, it was literally shallow enough that a good chunk of the ship was still above water. You know, and I guess technically, even in the shallows, that is still part of the bottom of the ocean, but it's not the idea that you would expect.
Mistveil lockbox, show on map. Looks like the chords are 39 by 27.
Alright,
I don't know how to make that appear on the marker, though. 39 by 27, 1. gosh, TomTom doesn't control the arrow. Oh, we got a quest turning not too far away. Apparently.
Is it the Buzzbox one, probably?
No, or maybe. Wait, fine Moonstalker belts. Where do you get fine Moonstalker belts? So you were right. We did need Moonstalker belts, but not just any. They'd be fine.
Huh. That's an orange quest.
Ew. Oh boy. Okay. So we're gonna be protecting him while he does stupid stuff. I forget, do they still do this kind of stuff?
Not really. There are still quests where like an NPC is with you, but usually they just kind of are glued to you, and they will speed up or slow down depending on your speed, and they just follow you instead of you having to follow them.
And prevent them from doing stupid stuff.
God, the thing
He's
didn't
gonna aim
attack
for
him,
text.
so that thing
Oh yeah.
apparently didn't get stunned enough to actually stop attacking him.
Did you almost die there?
Yeah, I was really low health.
And he's walking off. Oh.
I'm about dead again.
Are we gonna fail this quest? Oh, you laid.
Yeah.
To heal you, you laid.
Well, I saw you were casting, and I wasn't sure if it. I was waiting to see if it was gonna be something that would keep me alive in time or not. And then when it seemed like it wasn't going to be, I threw up lay on hands.
Yeah. How often can you use your lay?
Once an hour.
Oh, geez. I'm 2 levels under these guys.
What is this quest?
The absent-minded prospector.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's an orange quest. For me, even.
Aren't you 17 as well?
Oh, I didn't realize you leveled up.
Did a while back. I said that I dinged.
Well, last time I looked at your level, it was 16, so that's where I was at. You might want to drink up if you have anything.
I do, but I... Yeah.
No, attack him for... Well, I mean, after that last fight, you know, anytime, anything you could get would probably be a benefit.
Yeah. It's because we're low level, isn't it? Didn't know that golems could feel pain. Oh no. Fucking idiot.
Yeah, this quest might be a lost cause.
Yeah, possibly. More than likely. Jeez, they're pairing all my hits.
Yeah, especially without any resources to keep in the fight. There's not really any chance we'd be able to get that one, I don't think.
Did you burn all your potions doing that?
I used one of them, but the cooldown is slow enough that I couldn't keep it going.
When did you get potions, by the way?
I've had them for a while. I got them from quests and stuff, I think.
Strange that I don't seem to have any. And I only got one juice left.
I had 5 lesser and like 10 minor. I think next time we're in town, I'm probably going to see about getting something to... some sort of foods and waters.
Yeah, definitely need to stock up on that kind of stuff.
This thing becomes an old god minion later on.
What does?
This, like, weird squid face skull.
Oh. Interesting.
Like, in Cataclysm, it's, like, fully unearthed and, or no, in the Darkshore Warfront, I think. Maybe there's something to it in Cataclysm as well, but at least in the Warfront, there's a boss of it in the Warfront version of this map.
Okay, so let's come back to this one.
Yeah.
The pelts. Where do you think we go to do that one?
Oh, that's also an orange quest for me. Granted,
Okay,
it'd probably be
cave
easier to
hunters
do, but
or the river sample? Let's see. I'm gonna see if Questy will tell me where to get the sample. Object, Cliff Spring, Fall, River Waterfall? Probably. At 5025.
I'd bet that's either way up north or just kind of to the east of us here.
Oh, I need to remove the rabbit thistle horse. Give me a second. Not thistle boars, thistle bears. Okay, what was the river called?
I don't recall what you said.
Cliff Spring. For some reason, I do not see it. Though Tower of Altharax is way to the north.
Hmm.
In fact, it looks like, according to my map, everything is up to the north.
Huh. All right.
Let's see. Are we set to Aberdeen?
I'm set to
Darnassus?
Darnassus. Yeah.
Okay, right. So I'm guessing that you can't tell it based on my preview or anything, but I actually just updated my hairstyle again.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I found a better way to do braids,
Hmm.
which actually people might not even be able to tell that I have braids. I've got that like Asuna crown thing.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, once I get the new vid card, do you think we'll be streaming any Phasmophobia? I'll need someone to show me how to play it, of course.
Possibly. I mean, could always try it in the standard version as well, right?
Yeah. I mean, come on, VR.
Yeah, but I mean, if I get a new game that has multiple versions, I'm still gonna, if one version I can't play yet, still be inclined to play it anyway.
I honestly probably can play it. I just can't stream it.
No.
Which maybe it'd be a good idea to do a run or two without the stream if I'm going to be learning stuff.
I feel like it's kind of a double-sided thing from the like audience perspective, right? Like you're gonna have the people who are just constantly like losing their mind, getting frustrated because this person who's new to a game doesn't know how all the inner workings go. But then,
some people like to see the learning process.
yeah, a lot of people like seeing first reactions to things. So, that's the whole appeal of reaction channels on YouTube and reaction streams and stuff like that. So, I feel like it's generally more interesting to see those first reactions and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Though I will say that there's a difference between a reaction and a learning. Because sometimes I want to watch like reaction, but I don't want someone to have to learn the game. So maybe they're like reacting to a new level or a new concept in the game, but not learning the game altogether. Does that make any sense? Or am I just really weird?
I feel like that would be, at least for me, I feel like that would be more of a thing for games that are like
Mario Maker.
shooters and Mario Maker, stuff like that, where like the content of the levels don't really matter ultimately in the long run, right? Like Mario Maker may be saying that doesn't exactly fit because the levels are a large part of what makes it interesting. But I mean, like, there's always going to be good new levels and stuff. It's not like there's a preset series of levels in that game. But with something like Phasmophobia, I feel like the experience of the game, rather than how good someone is at playing it, is what's interesting about watching it.
Hmm. Was it to 9 or to 10?
To 9.
To 9, okay.
Yeah. So about another hour and a half, probably.
Which turn is this? Cleansing of the infected? Okay. Then there's also Buzzbox. 323.
Do you want to give me those?
Yeah.
The Stalker Strider stuff. All right, that gives me a recipe that I can't learn yet.
Ha!
Requires cooking 50 to learn it.
Hmm. Which is why it said to do the one thing. Have you picked up the cooking in the main city for the elves?
You know, I don't remember if I went for a cooking trainer while I was there.
I want to try doing that between streams real quick.
Yeah, it
That
might be
might give
something to
you
look
being
into.
able to use the bear meat or the what's the thing that it told us to get 50 of? I can't remember.
Eggs, I
Yeah,
think,
the egg. Right.
which I haven't gotten any of.
Yeah, we haven't really been killing Moonkin though.
I figured the Striders would probably have a chance to drop it too, but I could be wrong.
And possibly not. I'm not sure. Okay, you're still there.
I think
Yeah.
I saw another turn in Aberdeen.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
The only thing I'm
Which
seeing is the easy Strider living crap.
actually I don't know what it would be for unless it's a quest that doesn't actually have like an objective beyond a turn in. But I saw a marker on my map. Oh, you know what? We did a U through the town. I think it was over on one of the last things we did there.
Ah,
I was thinking the way out of town was further to the north.
we need to do something about Den Mother. Find and kill the Den Mother. Okay. Den Mother is up by Buzzbox, it looks like. I think. And I still haven't figured out where the Cliff Spring River is, but it's one of the two rivers, I'm sure. We'll try it
Yeah.
on the one that we're running to. Probably should have tried it on the south one while we were there, but I'm
Yeah.
not very clever.
Well, I figured it. You had everything was marked in the north, so I assumed that was probably some clear indicator that it was probably not the south one.
What's fantastic is the way that the map totally highlights what's different parts of the mini map or different regions of the map are called.
Mm-hmm.
It's totally great that it doesn't do that yet. Like, maybe this river's Cliff Spring. I don't know. Mouse over it. We got some people. A couple more quests and I won't be able to see the end of my rested at least. We got a couple more quests and you'll ding.
I'm pretty close to leveling. Yeah, could even be one turn in could do it. Not sure how much one turn in would give me.
Watch this, dings ya. Wow, you have to go a lot deeper into an unexplored map to explore it than I remember.
Yeah.
Dude, we're like all the way up in it.
I
Halfway to the shore.
I feel like the way map exploration works in Warcraft is that there's like a specific point that it wants to get you within a certain range of.
Maybe that's how it was in Classic, but I'm pretty sure that when I got my achievement, all that I had to do was be in different subzones.
Well, I know with exploring the newest bit of map, it felt like I had to be like at a very particular area to get some of the explorations.
And also, shouldn't that like important node have been along the road that you're expected to run on? If that is how it works.
You would think so.
There it is. And this is the Cliff Spring River. Yay! Okay, where do we gotta go to take the sample?
I think that got me about a third of the experience I needed.
Do we gotta jump down in?
Probably
I'm not
not.
gonna do that. I'm gonna check. I'm gonna try to get on top of the waterfall and see if that works.
Here's a buzz box.
Oh,
So
oh,
and there's
almost
the.
fell.
Hey, I can see the end of my rested now.
You can't do it from down here, unfortunately. Wait, interrupted. Was it doing? I've never showed a progress bar.
What are we supposed to do?
I don't know. Use the empty sampling vial.
Oh yeah, you're supposed to use it at the waterfall, so I guess it does
There we
want you
go.
to be.
Down at the bottom does work. It just doesn't show a damn progress bar, apparently.
It does for me. Yeah, I'd like the normal bar for using something. What's interesting is that the item doesn't have a tooltip that tells you to use it.
There was also no animation, which was annoying. I thought that most things had you rub your hands together.
Yeah.
We need a grizzled scalp.
Scalp of what?
I don't know. It's for Buzzbox 525.
Thistle bears. Grizzled thistle bears. Yeah, so yeah, all those extra bears we were fighting, we need those now.
Okay, let me.
Well, it specifically says south of Aberdeen, so I don't think we're gonna see them up here probably.
I saw a couple on the way here. Ignore that one. He's rabid. I had him targeted when I ran the command. Give me a second. Clickety follow. Okay, there we go.
Are there any other quest objectives that are up here in the north?
Scabberstock and Death Cap. I don't know where the cave mushrooms are.
There's caves near the
And then there's the Den Mother.
end of the river, it looks like.
2 and 3. Okay, they're showing there. Cave mushrooms are in there, yeah. For some reason, a lot of these numbers disappeared before, but now they're back. Nope.
I heard a bear get angry, and then I didn't see anything anywhere. What happened?
I have no clue.
In trying to react to it, I also accidentally turned off my sound effects, but that's beside the point.
I can't see my rested anymore. It looked like that deer was chasing me. Oh, do you remember what that was that actually tried to attack me, even though it wasn't a mob, it was a, what do you call it, critter?
I remember it happening with a school of fish.
Right, school of fish. That's not a school of fish. Bummer.
So, let's see. Should be one cave up this way and one on the other side there.
Okay. Looks like it's the north one, probably. Which I'm not sure where the entrance is. Oh, there's a road here. Rabid. Dang you.
Since it specifically calls out south of Aberdeen, I assume that they don't spawn up here.
of those guys. You ever die to one of those attacks?
A knockback?
Yeah.
Probably.
Like they throw you down a giant ass cliff. Oh, fantastic. Oh.
Are you kidding me? Full restore? How dare you?
Then again, you probably would do it to her.
I would, but that's the difference. I'm a PC. That's an NPC. And this isn't D&D where things are fair.
Uh-oh.
Well, I can't protect you from all damage. Just physical attacks, apparently. I'm out of mana. I'm not out, I just don't have enough for that spell. Are you kidding me?
What?
These
Oh,
things...
geez.
I'm not gonna survive this if I try to fight.
Should I just release?
Probably. Yep, I'm dead anyway.
Did you die close enough we'll be able to get a decent way into the cave?
Into the cave? Probably not.
Bummer.
If that was a respawn, that was way too fast.
No, I think those assholes lured them to us.
How did they get them to aggro on me in that case?
Like, I think that they, like, drew them away and then drew them to the point where they started running back home. And then...
If something evades, they won't aggro on anything.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, they were chasing them, they came back, reached home, and then aggroed. Because that was, like you said, that was way too fast.
I don't see how... Like, it wouldn't make sense for those enemies to have been from that spot, though.
Maybe.
Because those people were running into the cave.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Maybe they broke the combat and then got ahead of them type thing so they could sneak in.
I don't think so, because when stuff evades, it, like, power walks back. Like, I don't think even a rogue sprinting is going to outrun something that's evading.
I guess there are ways to, like, terrain clip them and stuff.
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure NPCs will just cheat in every way possible to get places.
And they'll also cheat to be unhittable.
Like I've seen NPCs like Skyrim horse mountain climb to get to someone before.
I can already res. And I can get into the cave.
Yeah, and those enemies aren't there, so I have no idea. The only thing I can figure is they pulled them to here, and then somehow dropped aggro without getting them to evade.
Okay, so what do we gotta do to get mushrooms?
There's mushrooms all around this place.
Oh, okay, I see them. They're not glittery.
Nope, nothing ever is until, like, what? Pandaria or something? Well, Pandaria, I think, is when they added the glows around stuff, but they added, like, sparkles to stuff sooner than that, I think.
I wonder if there'd be a way to get an add-on that adds sparkle, since it's in engine.
I don't know.
Because this isn't the real classic engine, so the sparkles are technically there. They're just not being populated. You know what I mean?
No.
Oh, they're not group lootable at all. What's the death cap look like?
Really hoping we can hit 20 on this one.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
I need to see.
Is that 2 or 3 for you?
That's 3.
Whoa. Apparently those are decent for me. And the screen went nuts showing me that it was a decent upgrade. Okay, ready?
Yeah, I was just looking through settings real quick to see if there was something I might have missed to show enemy cast bars, but I think that's just something that came later. I did turn on floating text so that I could maybe have an easier time catching certain cues that later in the game became actual UI elements. Like,
Caspar, I can see it's doing smite.
okay, yeah, I need to
Smite.
find it then, because I don't have that turned on, so I need to
Might
figure out
be
where that's
only
at.
available with X-Pearl, though.
Oh, that could be.
Oh, that was the death cap. Okay.
Yep, so hopefully there's another one somewhere. Or the respawn is quick, hopefully.
Do you want to stay and wait for the respawn or explore some?
Probably keep moving. Yeah, I think the area where it would be is probably in the combat submenu, and I'm not seeing it there, so...
Okay.
Yeah, because being that I have a stun, having the ability to see when someone is about to do a full heal would be nice.
Yeah. I'll try to keep an eye on it if that helps. I can't see that, apparently.
I think it's because it's instant. At least seemed like it was instant. And there is a treasure chest in here and a death cap.
Okay.
There's also a Twilight Thugs deeper in.
A what?
Twilight cultists?
The demon worshippers, right?
Old God worshippers.
Oh, God.
Yep. Twilight's Hammer. I think there might have been an Orc clan with Twilight in the name, but it's a different thing, I'm pretty sure. That could be. Oh no, because the Twilight Ogres, I think that's Cho'Gall's group, which are... I think that is Twilight's Hammer.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about, yeah.
But, yeah, they're Old God stuff, but prior to the Old Gods really being present in the lore, as largely as they are in WoW, they were...
It seems like as WoW progressed, they separated the old gods from demons. Like, they were originally the same thing, and they separated them gradually.
Yeah, it's kind of the way it looks with the way that they're...
Yeah,
uh,
Really good.
with the way that stuff that's now old god stuff was shown in like
Wow,
uh,
2 and 3 or
yeah,
Warcraft 2 and
yeah, because they there are certain things where they never really gave them a name, like in Frozen Throne there's stuff near the end that you deal with that's old god stuff, but before it was just like unexplained weird things, which you would probably assume is demon stuff because everything else has been demon stuff up to that point.
How many stalkers is that for you?
4.
4. I need 2 more. You need 1 more.
You want a mana
Did you get
potion
the
or
deck?
2? Uh,
Probably would be a good idea next time we can trade.
yeah, I think the mana potion would probably be better, more useful to you. But no, I haven't gotten the death cap because I think they're.
Oh, you want to throw me that milk?
Yeah, I could do that. We went to town. I completely forgot to buy food stuff there.
And I stupidly didn't get any of that or clear out my bags. So I'm about to have a conundrum.
Well, I fortunately remembered clearing my bags.
Are they like trying to negotiate with the queen of these guys or something? Is that what this little thing's supposed to be about?
They should already be Well, I guess the Twilight Hammer doesn't necessarily work with the Nagas, but when it comes down to it, they're on the same side already, even if they don't realize it. So it could be, yeah. Because, yeah, the Twilight Hammer probably still serves Cho'Gall, because he's kicking around till Cataclysm. And then the Naga are just working for Ashara until Legion, I guess.
I thought Ashara died in the one where you actually go to the Ashara zone, and then you go to the Ashara zone of the past.
Ashara's Zone of the Past.
Yeah, with you know, the Moonwell time travel.
That was like Burning Crusade, wasn't it?
Nah, because it was all kinds of new stuff. Like you had to use what's his face's stealth field.
Huh. No, Ashara was around. There was like Lady Vash was someone you deal with. I think in Burning Crusade or Cataclysm. I can't remember which.
Oh, Kata. Kata's the one where you go to Ashara and Ashara. Because it was in the Maelstrom, which was Kata.
It wasn't in the Maelstrom, but it really feels like it should have been because there's a vortex at the bottom of one of their zones. But yeah, it's like off the shore
On
of.
the map, on the map, you would click on the.
No. You get to Deepholm through the Maelstrom on the map.
Yeah, that's what you know. You clicked that, and then there was a list of zones that were added in Kata.
No, all of the Kata zones are available through the normal map. You would get to the underwater zone from the Eastern Kingdoms map. It's just got a little highlighted zone off the western coast of it.
Maybe I'm thinking of Warcraft 3.
Maybe. I don't know.
That had a map that was supposed to be the Maelstrom.
Yeah, it's let's see. Not Val'sharah, that's Legion. It's I can't remember what the zone is called, but it's I think it is named like after Ashara, but the person in charge there is someone else. Yeah.
But then you kill her at the end of Ashara though, not at the end of Ashara.
You kill her at the end of Ashara, not at the end of
Time
Ashara.
walked. You kill her at the end of the time walked Ashara is what I'm saying.
Oh, so you probably defeat her in a fight, and then she goes off and runs away or whatever.
Mutates, and then you fight her a little bit more, and then he stabs his things through her.
I would have to check because Ashara didn't even turn into Naga until after that whole scenario went down. Like there's a scene that they made showing Shara's transformation, actually,
You
prior
like
to
know what
Legion.
I'm talking about though, right?
Illidan?
Yeah, Illidan. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so
Okay.
I'm guessing you probably fight her in that raid, and then basically the idea is she gets away.
It
Because
wasn't
she
a raid,
actually
was it?
becomes Naga.
I thought that was a dungeon.
It might be. I don't remember for sure. I never did it when it was current content, even, so I experience all of those things as just solo content. But yeah, because Ashara is a big character in Legion. Like, she kicks off a lot of the stuff at the second half of it. Because she's working with Nizoth, who is kind of the big boss there. Why didn't I get thrown by that? Did I, like, resist it or something?
Sure. So we still need the grizzled scalps, which, like, set us out, and the lockbox, and the den mother, and the fine moonstalker pelts.
Yeah, is the Den Mother in a cave as well?
Don't know. Let me search it up. $51.38.
Near Bashalaran. Okay, so that's probably the cave on the southern side of this
Yep.
river.
Yeah, just not too far from us.
Wonder if we can skirt these guys very well. There are a couple levels lower, so we might have an easier time of it. Uh, cave is further this way. There we go. Looks like it should be this way.
Hey,
Hold on.
tiny.
So it is. I need to turn that on, apparently. Oh, I think it's because I died.
Wow. Tracking that disables when you die. That's classic for you.
They really buffed up the tracking stuff later on, where it's not a spell anymore, it's just a thing you can turn on, and you can have multiple different types of tracking, and you can track, like, NPCs for, like, vendors and profession trainers and everything. It's just so much better.
Wait, so you're saying most of that is from my add-on?
Yeah, like tracking mailboxes and trainers and stuff like that. That's something that
All that.
yeah, that's default in retail, but not in classic. God, where on the map it should be, like, north of us. So, but I didn't see it on the way over.
Oh, levitate's gonna be nice.
Yeah.
You know, Slim Jim Savage actually isn't bad.
I don't think I'm familiar with that one.
It's a really thick sausage stick.
Oh, okay. I think I have had those ones before then. Just like a fatter version of
you know
normal
how, like,
Slim Jims.
thicker beef sticks, they always have kind of like sliminess to them, right? This
Uh,
has that proper Slim Jim crack.
I don't know that I've ever had that issue, but not that I can think of anyway. It might be something that I've even commented on. I just don't remember. But failed attempt. How dare you? I'm a
Now we're north
master of
of
all
it.
things. Yeah, I think we have to loop back south around from this path we just came up.
There it is.
Because I could see the rocks jutting out of like the cave entrance from down below here, but yeah, there's a path here actually. A very subtle one.
She's not even that deep. That's nice.
Just
Plus
has
shit on the way.
5,000 cubs on the way, but that's interesting. That's not something that they would do these days, I don't think. Having literally gray enemies on content that isn't, out-leveled content.
Well, this is slightly out-leveled content. It's a level 15 quest.
You know, the enemy, the actual enemy is level 18 though, and these things are level 9 or 10. That's a way bigger difference than you'd ever. I mean, now you wouldn't see a level difference at all. It's all scaled to whatever level you are, but
I don't know if I could have done that better. Sorry.
it's probably fine. I wish I had consecration already.
Is that a good AOE?
Yeah, it's just like a damage over time type AoE.
Hey, we fought a grizzly at some point.
Really?
Oh, do you notice
Oh.
got a grizzly scalp?
Huh. Apparently, that thing. I'm assuming the boss probably accounted for it.
Right.
Or else on, like, the boss and 6 cubs, we only managed to get 1 scalp out of it.
Did Lost Master say what drops the fine Moonstalker pelts?
I don't recall.
Sires and Matriarchs.
Yeah. Definitely need to hit the vendors again on the way through town, though.
Yep, they're all down south, just next to the Grizzlies. Though apparently, oh, Den Mother's still showing us why.
The Mistvale lockbox, I'm still unclear as to where that is.
Here, let me put myself on follow.
I don't want to fight you, Grizzly Bear. Or not Grizzly Bear, Thistle Bear. If you're a Grizzly Bear, I would want to fight you.
Okay.
Oh heck, it's 0G. Paladin's main class played back when he played WoW. Paladin is the main class I play consistently through this game. Like, I played it through Burning Crusade leading up to Lich King. Didn't play it in Lich King because I played as a Death Knight. That was the whole reason I leveled up a character to that point in Burning Crusade. And I played a Death Knight, which was basically just an anti-Paladin of the Warcraft universe, sort of played very similarly. Is that the 4 or whatever?
That's the mist.
Oh, okay.
This little
All right.
arrow here.
Yep. And then after, let's see, after Lich King, I kept that Death Knight going until Warlords of Draenor, I think. In Warlords, I played as a warrior throughout the entire expansion, or the bulk of it at least. Then after Warlords, I played as a warlock because warlocks were made really cool. I also played a warlock briefly in Pandaria, but I didn't really play one end to end game.
Is it just me, or do these guys look annoyingly familiar?
Yeah, a little bit. They got the same coloration as the ones we need.
Oh no, I didn't mean the bear. I meant these guys down in this camp here.
Oh, yeah.
The ones where it's like, oh hey, go kill this thing. Oh, you killed that thing? Cool. Go kill that thing that you killed while you were killing the other thing.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, pretty much after Legion came out, I stuck with Paladins again, though. I think I played Legion as a Warlock largely, but I also leveled a Paladin. I leveled every class in Legion for the most part because I wanted to play all the class storylines.
Hey, didn't you say that one of the captain's crew taught you how to paladin tank?
No, they taught me how to be a better Death Knight.
Oh, Death Knight.
Yep. Because I was running PvP with them and stuff like that, and I was doing, just all the stuff. So I actually learned how to be good at PvP while I was playing with them.
I thought they had said that they had gotten you to try tanking because you didn't want to try it.
What got me to try tanking was Star Wars: The Old Republic. Because I didn't start as a warrior in Old Republic. I started as an Inquisitor, and it got really tough later on in the game, and I couldn't figure out why. This is the one we... Oh, the other boat is further out. I see. But then when I played as a Sith warrior in Old Republic, I was like, holy crap, I can play this game, and I can just not die all the time doing normal quests. That's great. And then, we were doing some group content and stuff, so I actually tried tanking there. And actually got comfortable enough with it to the point where I was even doing it with, pug groups and stuff. Even doing, like, the operations and stuff, the equivalent to raids in Warcraft. But now Warcraft has... ruined my idea of group content so much that I'm even hesitant to try doing anything but DPS in Final Fantasy, where I know for a fact from experience that the community is so much more lenient on people and welcoming for people to actually try being tanks and healers and stuff like that. But then in Warcraft, at least nowadays, if you do the slightest misstep in any group content, you're immediately going to get kicked. The
Oh no.
What's wrong?
Calico pants go bye-bye.
Oh, full bags?
Okay, now I gotta get out of here before I suffocate. Heal me.
Well, Zero G, there should be alerts now, so if you really wanted the alert that bad.
I'm such a boomer.
I'm not seeing anything. What's that?
My head.
Oh, yeah, I'm
under my skin.
I noticed it as well, but I know these people, and I figure 1000% had to be intentional, specifically to be that guy. But yeah, I'm not even seeing on my feed. I'm not seeing anything about follows. So I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. I think it's a Twitch issue.
I
I think
did the beach
Twitch is
sea
at
turtle,
fault.
stupid thing. I already did the beach sea turtle. What the heck are you smoking?
Oh, you know what? I think it's not a Twitch issue because looking at Twitch, it actually has the information there. I think it's an OBS issue because OBS doesn't have the information that that's actually happened.
Are you still using slabs or did you switch over to Studio?
I was still using Streamlabs because it's just more convenient. I don't want to have to go through and set everything up again. And then figure out how to set up the stuff that this just does automatically for me. It would be nice for some things, but it's mainly nice for things that I don't use and I don't really care to use. Like, just because it would be more work to set up than I care to do.
Oh, geez, Tower. Do you want to go back for Tower or do you want to just go to Aberdeen?
Maybe hit the town and then see how we're feeling then.
I mean, the only thing moving on north for is the damn tower, it looks like.
Yeah. I mean, if we're lucky, we might be able to get by with just not even needing to do it. I don't know. If we can hit
Kill
20.
Darkstrand Fanatic. Why do I gotta kill Darkstrand Fanatic? None of the quests are asking for that. So, do you think I'll be able to get this rest before the season ends?
It's hard to say. I mean, we're unfortunately it's a bit slow going even just getting to 60 and then it's a matter of doing the raid enough to get the drop, which could be one and done if you're lucky enough, but
But then it might also be that the first 3 drops of this dress that we are running this guild with, or the guild that we're running this with, already have it claimed. So you gotta wait till the 4th time it drops. Oh, so this one's got a 4.6 improvement instead of a 2.3. Oh, I can actually see it, but yeah, I'll go with the gloves. Oh, I need to stop by a vendor real quick. Where's the nearest vendor? Is the innkeeper a vendor?
I'm gonna be real when it comes to drops. If I will fight to get to a point where it's if it's not a best in slot piece, it's a roll. And if people are claiming stuff in a season of all things for aesthetics, then they're crazy.
This
In that,
dress was actually BIS for some classes, if I remember right.
I mean, I don't think it is.
I need to get this damn trash selling feature of Questy fixed. Or was it not Questy that was supposed to do it? I don't know. I'm gonna research that between streams. Because I hate having to sift through this to find all the grays. You gotta come get a clam from me.
Oh yeah. I should probably finish turning in this quest that I'm standing next to.
There.
I just... I don't know if that's useful or not. Alright. Okay, what do I need now?
So let's see. Meat. Clam. Food. I got a bullet. Bullets aren't useful to you, right?
Nope.
Clam.
Yeah, so at least looking at this one guide, which, you know, for you would hope most guides would have, you know, the same idea because you can generally quantify what is and is not the best in slot in Classic because they actually had consistent stats across pieces. But yeah, it doesn't look like any of the cloth classes actually use that piece as best in slot.
Okay. Looks like I'm done vendoring. I got some enchanting to do. What's a small furry paw for?
I'm not sure. I was holding on to him just because it's a white piece. Magic gets used from a select type of individual. Is that so? I think Zero G is talking about the small furry paw. He says, depends on who's asking. I imagine it gets uses from a select type of individual.
I don't get the joke. If it's a joke, I don't get the reference to the reference.
Where's the turn-ins? I think it's because it's a small furry paw.
Oh, so furries, you're saying? Okay.
That would be my guess. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's like he says, Zoomer memes. If it's Zoomer enough, maybe I just don't understand. I am from the heart of the multiverse where time basically doesn't exist, so I don't think I count as any generation, technically. Maybe it's I as the dirty man. I don't know what brought dirty into this except for you. So, think about that one.
Hey, I've got over a gold.
Nice.
Fill with Moonwell water. I was gonna sell the furry paw and Murloc eye then.
It's probably safe to do.
Keep your feet on the ground.
You're making an observation, but that observation has nothing to do with anything dirty inherently, so... Probably depends on who you ask, but... I think there's a fair amount of people probably would say it. That doesn't inherently have anything to do with anything dirty. Though I'm pretty sure it can also
Where's
be
this
involved
damn?
with something very dirty. So, again, it's just context.
I thought that furries were very adamant that furries and yiffers, aka the people who are dirty, were two totally unrelated things.
My understanding would be that that's the broad consensus. But again, I think it probably ultimately comes down to who you ask, which isn't very helpful.
Corrupted brain stems. We're gonna be doing brain surgery,
Gross.
and of course, grizzled scalps. Talisman of corruption. I've got a food item I can give to you.
Broad consensus within that community. Otherwise, well, to be fair, you could probably say that about a lot of things with a lot of communities. So,
I will say that I actually haven't ever met a furry that wasn't a yiffer. They might act like they're non-yiffer when they first meet you, but then like things progressively get a bit more perverse every time you talk to them.
huh?
Hey, I've got a greater magic essence. No, geez, but the topic that was on hand, that sounds wrong. Hey,
Greater
do you got?
magic essence
Show me
does,
your chest. Show me your chest, and I'll give you. Yeah, essence. People use that to mean
huh?
dirty things. Uh, okay. Do you want health or you want health, right?
Probably. I've definitely met people who consider themselves furries who didn't really get into that whole situation.
I don't know. Oh, I see.
I have more
Uh,
health now.
are your bracers still done?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Which one, health or deflect?
I think what
Looks like
deflect is
health
probably the
is
way to go.
cheaper.
Is it?
Yeah.
Might as well do the health then. Try to level up faster, right? Try to save those resources as much as possible.
Okay, and then I'm gonna do me. So health
I
on
need
bracer it
to
was.
get a new shield. My shield is gray.
Man, I'm enchanting a white item. That seems dirty. I meant to say wrong.
Uh, I was putting a soulbound item into the trading menu so that it could be enchanted. That's what the slot on the bottom of the trading section for that will not be traded. So enchanters can do enchantments because this was before you could enchant a consumable item to then give to someone so that they could enchant it themselves.
I'm up to 29. Did did it end up turning out that I can re-enchant something over and over again to
Yeah.
level up my? Okay,
Yep.
but at the same time, it's probably a good idea to save the resources for if an item drops while we're out, right?
I suppose so.
Oh wait, why am I doing this? Who was doing
Yeah,
first aid? I was doing first aid, wasn't I?
yeah, I think you were.
Okay, because I'm done with linen, aren't I? Yeah, I'm on wool. So I need to get first aid, and then I'll be able to start making my bandages.
Hmm. Yeah, you got first aid. I got cooking, and
And then fishing, if we do it, we both do it, was the idea, right?
yeah, I might as well just both do it if you're going to.
Yeah, since fishing has a lot of just sitting around. What the heck are they doing? I move in some weird ways.
I don't know
Uh,
how you do that. That was
you hold back and strafe side.
uh no, they were doing the forward running animation.
Oh, maybe it was a server sync issue. But
I-
weirdly, I never have that with you.
Yeah. Um okay, so make sure to dump bags if you haven't yet.
I dump bags.
I think between streams, I'll probably go to the city and try to train up. Not like grinding out the profession or anything, but try to go to a trainer and see if I can get anything to help level cooking, um, and also drop off a ton of stuff in the bank.
Yeah.
Man, my mining has outclassed my smithing. So I'm still on copper smithing, but I'm moving into tin and bronze on mining.
Pieced?
Yeah, he said he pieced out for a while, but
Oh, Peaced is how it'd be, right?
yeah, yeah, um, yeah. So journey and Kata, yeah, I think that would be. When did they add inscription? That was before Kata, right? Or maybe during
Um,
Kata?
I'm pretty sure it was the cold one.
Did they add inscription and jewel crafting together? Or no, jewel crafting
Oh,
was Burning
Warcraft was
Crusade.
added. Yeah, Burning Crusade.
Okay, so yeah, it was Lich King, yeah. So yeah, that would have been when
I completely abandoned jewel crafting to do inscription.
yeah. Kata would have been when they had the item that you
Cat is
can
when they made it useless.
give to someone to actually enchant their own items instead of having to do the trade thing.
No, no, the Vellums came about in Lich King.
Yeah, I'm just
And
saying
they were the
he
only things that survived
Kat
past.
Kata was the reference because that's when he said he started playing.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, at this point there's like a handful of glyphs that are worth getting, and then vellums, and I mean professions are basically useless at this point. Like you don't really bother with jewels, you don't really bother with enchantments or anything like that. You can if you're in one of the guilds who goes so hardcore for getting like world firsts that they
Heroic raids.
even have the entire guild do faction transfers and race changes to get the best
I mean, you don't even have to be in a
racial
world
buffs.
first guild to want to be doing heroic raids, do you?
It's not even heroic raids that they're doing. They're doing mythic raids and shit like that. There's a new level of difficulty.
But see, what
Uh,
I'm saying is that you could be in a guild that stays put, but they still care about
yeah, but
gear.
the only ones that are doing content where you could even vaguely consider it matters are the ones doing those mythic raids, and it's usually like the ones where you hear about it are the ones that are doing world firsts and stuff like that, where their career is this game at that point because they're probably making money off of it somehow, whether it's through streaming or whatever the case might be. Point being, it's ridiculous. Professions are useless. Um, You can get some cool mounts out of some of them, though.
It's Moonstalker,
Yep.
and then Matriarch. I need to add. Give me a second. Oop.
All right, Zero G. Vanny, have a good one.
Purple. What the heck? It existed long enough for it to become a thing, but then it disappeared.
Huh.
What do we got here?
A food and drink vendor. And trade supplies. And a quest turn-in.
Onu. Onu. And Druid, what do you want? Oh, is this who I think it is, or no? Yeah, I'm not doing you right now. No escort shit.
No.
Ooh, food and drink. Yeah, you're right.
I wanted to look at them to see if maybe I would be lucky enough that they would have some recipes.
They won't give me 20. Alright, there we go. Oh wait. Huh? So, shift right click. 3 buys 15. That's interesting.
Hmm.
Okay, I got tons of moonberry juice. Okay, so what are we doing?
I don't know.
Do we want to go after the grizzes and stuff? Oh, that's from Black Fathom. Okay, we don't need to worry about that right now. Now purple. Why is that bear booking it towards us?
Booking
Okay, now
it.
he's split.
Okay. When I saw it, it was just doing kind of a casual stroll, so booking it seemed a bit extreme.
When I first saw it, it was booking it, and then it slowed down as it got closer to us.
I wonder if it was like aggroed on a critter or something that it was going to kill.
Oh, I should add that to my macro. A clear macro command. Or not clear macro, clear target. Was it slash clear target, though? Yes, awesome. That's easy enough.
Well, before tomorrow's stream, I definitely have something to figure out, which is getting alerts working.
It's under the earth.
It sure is.
Or under the Azeroth, I should say.
Well, dirt and rock are still earth.
What is attacking me?
Is it the bear?
Yes.
Well, there's another one on the surface over here.
There's also a moon sire.
Oh.
Oh, they hit hard. They hit hard.
So, how's the strategy of going after the cat while I'm fighting the bear going for you?
I didn't realize that you were going.
I called it out and was running towards it. Oh, I mean, we need them both. I'm not gonna sideline one for the other when we need them both.
I thought you were closer to me at the time.
Well, to be fair, I think when you initially called it out, we were pretty close, and then I kept running for the bear, and You ran for the cat. Why is that bear?
I didn't run for the cat. He was literally right next to us.
Well, he wasn't close. I saw where the cat was as I was running by. Like, I saw it was off to the left there. The bear was off to the right. I just veered right. They were about at the same distance.
It looked like it was like 10 steps away to me, considering that I didn't even have time to finish my spell before he aggroed.
So, I figured out that bear.
Oh, fair.
The bear that's under the earth.
Uh-huh.
He's buried.
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm glad my audience is left already.
Oh, man. Okay, we got a purple, and we still have a yellow.
Uh-huh.
I don't remember what's yellow. Is yellow bears?
Must be.
Here, let me update my macro real quick.
Man, I played some D&D before this, and I haven't eaten all day. I was in a D&D game, and then I was into this, and just I didn't get a break in between.
Okay. Boom. Let's see. There we go. Okay, we got a yellow, and that's it. So he is oh, we got another bear.
Aha.
I got 2 scalps, by the way.
I've gotten none. I have gotten 1 fine pelt, though.
3 scalps.
Alright, show off.
Here, give me a second. Where's error sounds at? System, sound,
Turning off the voices.
error
Yeah.
speech. Okay. Because every time that I run the macro, every time it says I don't have a target because I have 3 things on the list. If all 3 are near me, then it will fail out.
Yeah, I have been thinking I should turn that off as well, because I'm so in the habit of just mashing the button until the spell works.
See, I always try to do it when the queue is ready, which is just before the spell actually casts, except for some reason when I do pain, because pain locks it for a full 2 seconds. For some reason, I always found that seems to improve my my damage over time rather than mashing.
Huh. With playing low levels in Final Fantasy, again, just leveling alt classes and stuff like that, as well as playing classic WoW, is really been training me for being a little bit more patient. Because low level Final Fantasy, you don't have enough abilities to keep a consistent rotation. Like, you're gonna have some moments where you have to just wait. And then in Classic, you know, even at high levels, a lot of time you're gonna have to just sit and wait for sometimes if you're a martial class. But then retail WoW, you just keep hitting buttons. If you stop hitting buttons even for a second, something has gone wrong.
Oh, that would have been so funny. Tell me that would have been funny.
Man, I just want 1 before you're done.
Where are the moms at?
I don't know. Maybe the Moonstalkers live in a segregated society.
How many fathers have we killed? Like all of them, right? Have been male.
Shoot, they really do though. All of the young are kept separated from the adults, and the adults are divided between the sires and what's the other term? Matriarchs.
Matriarch.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, another thing that I picked up on the Steam sale, my third screen, which I'm not really using for anything right now, is just a black screen. Oh, jeez, there we go. Sorry.
That's disgusting.
My third screen is black except for my avatar's walking back and forth on it. I literally bought something that it's called Desktop Kanojo, which is Japanese for girlfriend. That literally just lets me put my VRM model on my desktop. Animated.
I've been wanting to replace the old mismatched TVs I have for monitors with some more uniform screens, including getting a third display as well. But I'm conflicted because I think my first big purchase, like, is probably going to be a graphics card.
Well, that 1060 will get you by for a while.
I mean, it'll be a nice upgrade, but I think for some of the things I want to do, like, I don't know that would be enough for, like, Halo Infinite, for example. Like, that's one of the biggest games I've seen lately.
Able to use it on new games at max settings at times.
It's not a bad card. I get that. I have the same situation with my card even, but some of these newer games, even on minimum settings, are still very taxing.
Yeah.
And that's the issue I'm running into.
Tactics said that for most people, a 1060 is still good.
Yeah.
If you want to stream VR, it's absolutely not.
Right.
That's my problem. That's literally the only reason that I want to upgrade, because otherwise it's a brilliant card that delivers the performance. My next upgrade is going to be the GPU first.
Yeah. And I can also, if I don't want to go to, like, the best of the current generation, I can still get pretty good in the current generation for a pretty reasonable price. So
how you doing on pelts?
I have 2 pelts.
They weren't pelts. Scalps.
I have none.
You still have none?
I have 1. That is my first.
I was kind of hoping I could take those guys off. I still have a single pelt.
Oh, hold on. I have loot here. There's another one.
Honestly, if I were you, I actually would go ahead and spend that money getting the triple monitor setup with a desk mount.
Well, the thing is, I would get maybe 2 monitors for the price that I would be spending on a GPU, so. Because it's going to cost me maybe a few $100s for a GPU, and displays are going to be about the same. Like, a single display would absolutely be cheaper, but getting multiple, it's going to be more overall for what I want to get.
Well, I guess when you get your upgrade, will you be giving the 1060 to Mini-Maid then?
Yeah, probably. I wouldn't have any reason to hang on to it at that point.
Mini Shin apparently had a 1060 before I did.
Huh.
Oh, he's not even the closest Grizzly. Oh, that's why. Okay, so you need one more?
Yeah.
So this guy should get you, since they have a nearly 100 drop.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on before. I feel like I must have been missing some or something, or else it was just all going to you. Because I know, like, There were some that I was able to look back at that I didn't have any loot on, but there might have been ones where it was your loot, but then the scalp was available after you looted it or something, possibly.
Yeah. Gotta watch for that stuff, because group loot wasn't a thing yet.
Yeah. Speaking of loot,
I am gonna remove Grizz from my script.
I know there are people who don't like the loss of Master Looter in WoW. Honestly, I think I'm completely fine with not having to trust, you know, another person or a coalition of people with whether or not I'm going to get that loot.
I will say that if you're like doing if you get to tag along for a raid with a guild that's been running this raid for like 6 weeks, I can get like someone's been waiting for this thing, so they get it. At least in classic, I'll say.
I mean, with the way personal loot works, it doesn't even really matter because like multiple people can just get the thing that they're trying to get.
That's what I'm saying, at least in classic, because nowadays with group loot being a thing, or not group loot, personal loot, sorry. Like you said, everyone can get the purple dress.
Yeah, the thing that blows my mind is the fact that people still complain about it. Like, if classic had personal loot, I think I would be 1,000% on board with it. There are quite a few changes of just like quality of life things that I would be happy for classic to have it. Not having your group finder, I'm fine with. I understand that, right? Like a big part of the appeal for classic for a lot of people is the community feel
that works together.
Yeah, and you absolutely don't get that unless you go way out of your way to make it happen in retail, right? So I get that.
Retail guilds really aren't that important anymore.
Yeah, guilds are like, again, what's the point? Like, maybe you only really need a guild for
Was that the last
raiding.
Buzzbox? We're finally done with Buzzboxes? Oh, you suck.
Oh, that's not even fucking like water, it's
8.
booze.
Wait, we still haven't had anything but orange on the cats.
None of us are engineer. Although, we might end up playing with someone who isn't an engineer, so it might be worth hanging on to, unless it's...
Hey, I got the first belt.
Nice.
Oh, you pissed it off.
Yeah.
Wasn't me.
If Classic had personal loot, I would still not be getting any loot in any dungeons or raids. That's fair, you know?
Why is that?
I think he's just referring to RNG being a cruel mistress, which it certainly is. Like, it does feel sucky going into it.
System, I get drops every dungeon. Or every raid, I should say.
It does feel sucky when you do go into that kind of content and you just don't see any loot for the entire thing. It's like, where's all the loot? We've killed so many things, there should be loot. And sure enough, like, other people are getting loot, but, you know, it doesn't matter if you don't see it.
So to the south, looks like the highest clusters on the other side of the road.
Highest... Oh, yeah.
The densest cluster, is that a better term?
Maybe. It's interesting in Kata, the Kata version of this quest chain, with taking out bears and the cats and everything, because, like, you, I think it's all just kill quests. It's not loot. And even if it was loot in Kata, it would be a lot more reasonable. Because Kata was when they started having... Like, I think they've always made some progress with every expansion of making the quest a little bit more comfortable.
Yeah, but Kata was the first time they backported it to zones.
Yeah, and I feel like it was a big leap between Lich King and Kata as well.
Didn't I hear that they like backported the Burning Crusade zones at some point?
I don't think so. You still can't fly there.
Yeah, but like I thought they like redid the quests and stuff.
I think at a certain point they pruned quests and maybe grouped them a little bit better. Because I was actually just doing that not too long ago in the classic version, and it felt different than I remember. It's an upgrade because instead of three spirit and 2 stamina, it's 4 stamina. But it says it's a 44% upgrade. That's ridiculous. I mean,
Well, as a tank, you need stamina more.
yeah, I guess every point matters. Now, if I was holy, the boots I had with spirit would be the way to go because of what's that, mana? Yeah.
Mana regenerate.
Yeah. Gone into Headless Horseman runs with 10 plus max tunes every day for years, and I've never seen the mount drop. I went into Headless Horseman for like my first year actually doing it. Got it on the first run. And I've upset everyone that I've told that to.
You got it and won it on the first, and then I got it and won it on the second.
Yeah, like I legitimately like I was one and done for my own sake. Like
You still tagged along with me on the second run.
yeah, I mean, I'll keep doing it. It's kind of a fun fight.
Seems like I might have a target marker somewhere, but I'm not seeing where. It's making the sound like it targeted something. Oh, it probably targeted the dead body.
Oh, that could be. Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not seeing anything. Okay, so we've hit that 3-hour mark, but do you think maybe we try to push to 20?
I want to finish these cats at least.
Finish these cats at least. See where we're at. Maybe after doing some. We don't really have any turn-ins, but yeah. Maybe finish the cats. See where we're at from there. I would like to get to 20 myself, but.
Oh. What the heck? Those are the bears that are shown on my map. Grizzled thistle bear. Show height. There we go. Moon. Was it moon? What? Stalker. Matriarch and Sire.
I did my seal in the wrong order.
What's the digging your grave thing about? Is that because you got it first try?
I think so, yeah.
Probably doesn't help that I got it second try.
Right. You know, since we've got Arnamendia here in the chat, maybe we'll see how he's feeling about joining us next stream, possibly. We also have to figure out if we're streaming next week or not, because of
Is something going on?
holiday. It's the 4th.
Oh, shoot! The girls are gonna want to do stuff, I'm sure.
I imagine so. Yeah, so next Monday we might be off, but oh, there's your shovel now. You get a shovel and a grave to dig as well. Yeah, so next Monday we'll probably take off from WoW Classic, but you know, that just gives Arnamentia more time to catch up and or decide that you know, we're not cool enough to play with.
There's a shiny for you there.
Yeah, I saw it. No loot, but maybe loot for you. I don't know. I just need a ton more copper than I've been getting because smithing wants me to have more copper. I'm not sure if it's going to be at 75 or if it's before it where I'll start being able to do other metals.
Probably
Yeah,
not.
level 6 right now. I mean, don't you get there in just a few hours? Come on, man. Shoot, we got to level 10 in about 3, right?
Yeah, we also did a lot of horsing around, struggling with that first guide. This new
That's
guide works
true.
a lot better, but then it broke, so now we're doing it on our own. But next zone, we'll be on the guide again, and it'll be
Yeah.
working.
So you got 2 weeks to get to level 20.
And unlike us, you are not forbidden from playing on 6 days of the week.
Yeah. That's really the thing that's slowing us down the most, because like I could absolutely play this more often during the week, but it's just like, trying to stream it and everything, it's like scheduling it and all that is hard to do more than once a week without making the entire stream schedule just Warcraft.
Indeedly do.
Do you had any better luck on pelts yet?
No, I still have one. I do.
All
I
right.
got one at some point, and didn't even notice. So I wonder if I annoyed anyone with that planderism I just gave off. Jesus, every time that I hit the 0, my avatar moves her hand to the keyboard from the mouse, even though my hand's on the mouse. I
Yeah.
need to contact people who make the software and ask them to like make let me set an exception where the hand won't jump to the keyboard when I'm using those number buttons.
Yeah. I would feel incredibly lost trying to play any kind of MMOs without those buttons at this point. Yeah. I'm so used to having the 12 buttons on the side for MMOs.
Can you imagine playing an MMO without having an Anansi?
I can, because I've never had an Anansi.
Yeah, you're a poor unfortunate soul. You're who Ursula was singing about.
Does an Anansi have media keys is the important question.
It's got 5 macro keys that can program to be whatever you want. There's function keys that can act as media keys. So you hold function and press F1, function F2 type like thing. There's a Windows lock called the gamer lock. Are the moms invisible?
Are they?
Because why did that one just appear on top of us?
I saw the Matrix before I saw the Runt.
Oh, it was a runt. Oh, okay. I thought they both were matriarchs. Okay, it summoned the runt apparently.
Yeah, I think that's what happened. I mean, the keyboard I have now is it's got the programmable keys, it's got the Windows lock, it's got the media keys, it's everything I need. Plus, it's wireless.
You know what it doesn't have?
What?
T keys.
Why would I? What are T keys and why would I care?
They are under your spacebar. You hit them with your thumb, and they hit various combinations of the Alt Shift control buttons.
I could see some benefit to that. It is definitely uncomfortable using really Alt Shift or Control most times. Shift is the most convenient one.
I don't have to take my hand off of ESDF, and boom, I'm already hitting Control to cast on different cast bar.
Yeah. Now, I will say I only use Shift and Control independently on action bars, and I don't ever actually really use the Control action bar. It's just there. Oh, actually, you know what? I've been using it for my seals, which most times I don't use that bar, though.
If you had an Anansi, you might also use your function keys more often.
Well, I don't use it mostly because on 2 action bars, I have enough for all the stuff that I ever need urgently. I think the only reason I have my seals off to the side is because I wanted to make sure I have room for expansion when I get more abilities. I don't want to have my bars
See,
set
I
in
like
a cluttered
to have my
way.
bars sorted. There's my healing spells. There's my attack spells. There's my buff spells. There's my professions. I sort them 1 bar per function, and then I
I
use my thumb to control what I'm doing.
I wouldn't like that because I would have huge swaths of empty bar all over the place.
Well, they're transparent, so who cares?
I don't like the gaps. I also have mine visible. I don't know that I always do, but at least right now I have them always visible. But I use sections of the bar, usually based on the 3x4 array of the mouse.
See, I have my bars actually grouped into 3x4s too.
So like my healing abilities would be 1 or 2 of those groups. My defensive like cooldowns would usually be like 1. And then like longer term buffs I take off of the I keep on the control bar rather than the shift bar. The shift bar is the regularly used one.
Hey, Tank, why is my defense going up? Ooh.
Good question.
1%.
Yeah, right, I'll
Oh,
let you have that one.
it's Stam, though. That's better for you.
I mean, if you don't want it, I'll take it. It was an upgrade, but I also just recently got a cape, so I wasn't too concerned with it.
Let's double check. Okay, for me, I'd be gaining 1 strength. Why the heck does it say that's a good... Why is that a holy upgrade? Oh, it's because of the 1 armor.
I didn't even
1
realize
armor.
it was a strength upgrade. I
If
didn't
I
look
knew
at
that, I
it.
would not use on it.
And it looks
6
like a
not bad.
kind
But I
of
made
bluish gray version of the cape I already had, I think. Oh no, the other one I had was a different model.
Hey, I just remembered something.
What's
You know
that?
there's a key ring?
I mean, I do remember that. I don't seem to have access to one because I don't think I've ever gotten a key, but you know.
It's just so weird that they like had a keyring that you barely ever used, and then they just ditched it.
Yeah. What's crazy is now they have like a key items bag. And the key items that you can get a lot of the time will have flavor text, but you can't open the key items inventory. Yeah, I think thinking about it now, I think if we did try to push to 20, we'd be here for like another hour at least. Though to be fair,
Cats.
yeah, it is starting to feel like it might be another hour at least before we get these this Moonstock request done, but it would be nice to at least not have to deal with that next time we drop in. There's a rare spawn Strider right there.
Oh, you want to take it?
Yeah, we could.
The giant one?
Yeah, I'm guessing the fledglings will probably aggro on it as well, though.
Runt is down. And nothing dropped. I swear the matriarchs are worse than the dads. Okay, ready? Ooh.
I have been forgetting that I have Blessing of Wisdom now, which I can put on you. Oh. Oh, that's not the one I was talking about. Was that
Oh,
about
I
this?
said the giant one. You said yeah.
I thought you were talking about the one that's bigger than the others here.
Oh, the
Yeah.
clutch mother.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, the giant one was bigger than the clutch mother.
I think it was bigger. I didn't even see it over there until you pulled it.
Okay, ready?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Get back here. There you go. Die in pain.
Oh shoot, if I knew these things were gonna die so quickly, I would have just taken them out first. Figured they'd have some fight in them. Leather boots. Cool.
Mercy kill.
Alright. Moonstalkers. Give us your dang pelts. Also, exist, please. Exist so we can unexist you.
I kind of wonder if you've gotten used to my script and it's just like, why aren't there any target markers showing up?
Oh, that's not orange one over here. Hold on. Oh, there's an orange. God. Pelts. First sire in a while, immediately a pelt.
I swear the dads are the ones that have belts. Didn't the guy tell us to find the moms and dads?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. It's also crazy to me that he needs 5 of these pelts of these cats that are, you know, full, like,
Super fucking
large cats to make a single cloak.
Maybe it's for a Tauren.
Could be.
Wait, does the Alliance not have any giant races? Because the
Mm,
Horde has the Tauren and the Ogres.
ogres. I guess in the lore, they kind of
Yeah.
have ogres.
Play it, yeah, but
Let's see, what does the Alliance have on their side?
I think the biggest is the Worgen, which they don't get for quite some time.
Worgen, the male Draenei are pretty big. Not quite Tauren big, though. Um, and if we're going lore, a lot of the time through the dwarves, you'll have other forms of, like, earthen type situations. So you have some of the bigger dudes there, which would be even bigger than ogres usually. But that one's a bit more of a stretch. Ogres post Warcraft 3 are largely independent, though.
Yeah.
Which is weird. Like, I don't know why they made that a thing.
Maybe Thrall didn't like the idea of having slaves.
I mean, that would make sense if that were the issue. The ogres do love, they do love them some slavery. That
Oh, well, I was
is,
thinking, weren't the ogres slaves? Isn't that how the horde had them?
I don't think so. I think,
You pissed off a grizzly bear.
yeah, I didn't even see it. Um, like, historically, like, even coming from back on Draenor, the ogres were always the slavers. Like, Blade Fist became Blade Fist because he was a gladiator in an ogre arena until he got free by chopping his hand off and slapping a blade on it. And then he just was like, hey, all my people, you know this blade on my arm that's really cool? What if you all cut your hands off and replaced them with blades?
So basically, they're a tribe of mentally unstable people. You're saying?
Yeah, though strangely enough, there are more uh there is a clan that is more of the sort of like almost Joker like kind of insanity.
Arnmedia, I actually am gonna contest that. Unlike a mage and a warrior, we aren't doing any damage because it's God doing all the attacking, and he's probably damaging them from the inside.
Well, for you at least. There's a lot of chopping with my sword at work here.
Okay.
So it's probably my fault.
Why is this guy green? Why is there a?
I don't know.
Oh, that's a person, isn't it? No. Wait, what? It's got PvP icon and everything. What is this?
I think NPCs can have PvP icons. I think that is probably just probably a quest-related NPC.
An alliance bear that's all by himself.
I guess so. It does have Darnassus, so it might actually be a druid, like an NPC
He doesn't have any of the
druid.
glyphs like the other druid we saw.
Yeah, but I don't know.
My goodness.
Yeah.
We've hunted them to extinction. There are no more cats, dude. Just accept the. How many do we have?
I have 3.
Okay, just accept the 6 things and make 2 cloaks out of them. Because they are literally all dead.
Yeah.
Female stand runts.
In regards to skinning over mining, definitely would have been easier to level. The problem is,
When we have maxed out 3 times over already.
the problem is neither of us use leather,
Yeah.
but every piece of equipment I use is made of metal.
Was Arn the one that's going to be joining us, by the way?
Yeah, he's the one who made the character. I think he said a
So I
warlock or
realized
something.
since he went warlock instead of hunter, we're going to be competing for gear. I use hunter as the example because they would be using leather instead.
Leather and then mail, I think.
Yeah. And then we totally have an excuse to have a leather worker in our group.
Well, I mean, the main purpose I feel like of the professions is end game stuff.
Well, I mean, I've made half of our gear, haven't I? Well, half of my gear.
A bunch, but it's less of a necessity. You know, some of the. Oh heck! You wanna run out of here?
Shield, fade. Oh.
Wow, your health had a good chunk left in it still. What happened?
I got hit by a level 20.
That's only like a difference of 2 levels, isn't it?
This is classic, though.
But
Res,
still,
res,
for
res.
the amount of health you had for one hit to do it in is surprising, even in classic. Like I was ready to lay on hands if you know got a little bit lower. God, we got a Genji over here. I need healing. Why did
I'm
I
making
eat
fun
food? I
of
don't
those
know
people who
food.
like spend like you're sitting there resing the party and they're sitting there like res, 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 res.
Yeah.
If you can't tell, as a healer, I've dealt with those people. By the way, is near tomorrow?
Yep.
Was it 6 or 12? Because like you just never
12.
messaged me last week.
Uh, what happened last week? What did I see? Okay, so I think what it was is Monday we ended up doing Satisfactory instead. And then after that, I just took a couple things off the schedule just because I was completely out of it.
Huh. Okay, what we got?
More cats.
Right.
There's a purple.
You see a purple? But that's a mommy. They don't drop anything.
Yeah, but I mean, what if, though? Like, what if this is the one?
Well, considering it's only the third one, that'd be a 33% chance drop. It just feels like we've killed more moms because of the stupid cubs.
Hey, how dare you? Fight me. I am your
Wait a second.
foe.
Moonstalker runts are higher level than Moonstalkers. I'm tempted to remove purple from the rotation.
I despise this quest.
Imagine if we were doing this without my script.
It'd definitely be even worse than it already is.
Even in modern WoW, I can't stand doing a quest like this without my script. Oh, it looks like there would have been some to the south there. Oh, well. Just make sure not to fall down into this pit. Now, what's weird is that you keep being like, there's a purple or there's an orange before me, even though I'm the one who can hear chunk when it actually targets someone. Hey, oh, purple. Dang it, purple. Tank?
I had some stuff to look at in another window.
I'm dead. Pop.
All right. Well,
Seriously, guys, fade.
you moved, so I wasn't able to get you with a target, which slowed down my ability
I
to
was just
heal
waiting for
you.
you to tank him.
Well, I don't have any abilities really. That's just like tank now. So,
Not yet or not at all?
not yet. I'm pretty sure.
So
God,
you two later get a look at me ability.
I think so. I know there's one in retail, so I assume that's.
Oh, dude. 25% drop rate.
Now I wanted to see something in my settings here because I feel like my mic is being funky. I wanted to see. If
Your mic sounds fine to me.
I mean, to you, you're getting it through Discord, so it's got like the um not noise suppression, but it's got
All the
voice
processing
activity
that
and stuff.
Discord does.
Yeah. Whereas to the stream, it's getting just the complete open raw audio, which it's supposed to have a. No, I was just kind of
Oh.
split between occasionally tapping a button and trying to see if my
Just throw and follow, and I'll
suppression
play when we
filter
gotta
was on.
talk.
So,
That's all right. Okay.
yep. So I had a filter on, but I think maybe with my AC going, it's.
Orange.
We'll try this. I don't know if I did that the right way.
I'm done. Lucas, you still need 2, right?
Yep. Okay, so it seems like it's not making a difference no matter what I do, so I'm just going to go ahead and...
Fruit, nut, and grain from
Actually,
the northern Blackwood Furbo camp.
yeah, maybe I'll use this better option. Or it says it's a better option, and it looks like it is doing a darn good job at being a noise filter. So it looks like it had like the budget option for noise filter and the good option, and switching to the good option completely is cutting out all my background noise, it looks like. You're near Fellwood. No? Ashenvale. That's what it connects to. Fellwood is to the east.
What's Fellwood?
It's like a... just like another Night Elf forest, but covered in...
No, I meant why did Fellwood come up is what I was asking.
Oh, because we got near the entrance to another zone, and I was thinking it was Fellwood at first.
4 3/4. Are you already 19? Yep.
Oh, yeah, I'm about a fifth of the way in. The sires. Every
you got
time.
one. Sweet. So you need
Yeah.
one left.
And I'm pretty sure it isn't every
Yes.
time, but the
It
vast
seems
majority.
like it's been 100% drops on those guys.
Yeah, like I can't remember for sure. It sure feels like it.
It's just that they're so rare. Please tell me you get one.
Yep.
Yes, we're done with this, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Whoo-wee. Okay. So do you want to do these last 2 quests, then do turn-ins, and then call it quits, or do you want to call it quits?
Um
Either
let's
way,
see.
we gotta get our asses to the end, right?
Yeah, we'd have to run up. Run the whole way.
Oh, we could always teleport to the end too.
That's true. I mean, well, my Hearthstone is going to Darnassus, so
Yeah,
I'd end up having to come back here.
Yeah, fly like we did at the beginning of this episode, at the beginning of the next episode.
Yeah. Yeah, we could probably just do that. Just pop up.
And that'll get us more rested.
Yeah,
Wait,
pop out to the city.
Shoot. What
What's
color
up?
is your experience bar? Is it still blue?
Partially.
Mine's purple.
Huh. How'd you burn out your rested before I did?
I don't know. Alright, so where are we gonna teleport?
Yeah, I think we go to Darnassus. Call the stream there. It's interesting because of all my streams, this is the one I expected to have the least people watching. But I think because I've regularly had Zero G and Vanny in, but with this one I also have Arnemedia watching. So I have on average a higher, a larger audience on the Warcraft streams than anything else. I think.
Oh, were you gonna do your little bit of profession stuff off stream or on stream?
Yeah. I mean, I guess I'm just going to find a cooking trainer, so I could probably start doing that while we're signing off. Um, Speaking of signing off, what do we got going on? I just put up my schedule for next week, late last night. Um, so I've got that up on Twitter. We're planning to do midday stream of Nier Automata tomorrow, as is the usual plan. Following that, on Wednesday, we're doing another Satisfactory stream with Zero G. And then on Thursday, another evening stream of Hunt Showdown with Dragon Durant, the Yasuhiro0088. So if you're interested in any of those things, be sure to stop by, check them out, and say hi in the chat.
I just had an idea that I don't know if you'll find it interesting or not. But like as part of your outro card, you could have the upcoming schedule.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I could start doing that.
Seeing as how
Here's
you
the
actually have a
cooking
schedule. Mine would just be like, see you next week.
Yeah. Yeah, there are some okay, yeah, nothing I can learn from him. And nothing useful I can learn from him. Okay, so
What about the town? Could there be anything in the town?
maybe. But yeah, those of you who've been in the chat, appreciate you guys coming by. Appreciate you guys saying hello. And anyone checking out the VOD, if you enjoy it, check out the streams live. We do it pretty regularly on these ones, and my schedule is always going to be available on Twitter at Azabiel_GM. Interesting, I said Azabiel because that's how Vanny says it. Normally, I say Azabiel. That's beside the point. We'll see you guys next time. Have a good one.
See you next week.